AAF, we're on the move, back with another one. All right, guys, first and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe so each and every time a new video drops, you're notified. All right, guys, I'm not gonna hold you up anymore. The video of the day is top 3 tips for new gun owners. All right, so we're gonna get straight into tip number 1, research. All right, guys, I know you buying a new gun, might be your first time. It's a really daunting task. Buying your first gun is a real big responsibility. It's a really big decision, and a lot of things go into it. And if you're just getting into guns, you might not know much about them. So make sure you do your research, okay? You can go on YouTube and everybody will tell you that the Glock's the best gun on the planet, and the CZ is the best, HK. You're gonna have all these videos, all these comments. You're gonna have your next door neighbor telling you which gun you should buy. It's the perfect gun for you. A Glock 19 is a do-it-all gun, fits everybody. Oh no, carry a Ruger, Security 9 is for you. It's not up to them, guys. Now, when it comes to the functionality of the weapons, dependability, track records, yes, you can do research. You can talk to different people on the dependability of firearms. Go on YouTube, watch some videos, go on Google, do some research. But someone else cannot tell you which gun to buy, y'all. Each gun is going to be tailored to the person for you. Your hands might be different. The way it feels in your hands might be different. The ergonomics. Maybe you don't like the way it kicks back when you shoot. Maybe the shell pops too close to your face. You know, maybe the fireball is too big out the front. Who knows? Maybe it's some reason that you don't like this firearm. So you must do your own research. And my tip is to go to the range. Most modern ranges have most of the new guns or older guns for rent. So you can rent those. And a lot of times it's one cost. You pay the rental for one gun and you can use as many guns as you have. There's a caveat, however. Even if you have your own ammo, a lot of times these ranges make you use their ammo to practice with their guns. But that's fine because you should know how to shoot 10 rounds, couple of magazines each gun to figure out if you like it or not, the feel of it. Then after that, you'll be able to go to a gun store, go find the same gun, grab it, play with it a little bit, pick it up, kind of get a feel for if you like it or not. That's my number one tip for you guys. Make sure you research your firearm. Do not listen to the backdoor gun expert. All right, just because people like guns don't make people an expert. I love guns and I'm a gun enthusiast, but I don't fancy myself an expert. But I can give you tips on how to figure out for yourself which gun you should buy. All right, get into tip number 2 once you get your firearm. So tip number 2 is you're gonna have to train. Once you buy your firearm, it's a major decision, okay? Being that you're defending your home, defending your property, defending your life outside of your home. You are responsible for that firearm, okay? Whatever bullet leaves, that gun, and whatever it hits, you are responsible for. So if you defend your life, and it's justified, say someone tries to rob you and you defend yourself, and you shoot that person in self-defense, that doesn't mean that the prosecutor or the DA or district attorney is gonna say that's a good shoot. Maybe they say that they don't believe that it was a good shoot. Maybe they say that they think that you shot him for no reason. And now you have to defend yourself. So make sure that you understand that when you carry a firearm, it's a very, very, very important thing. You know, if you hit a bystander, that's on you. You're responsible for the bystander. Okay? So if you hit a bystander, that's you're responsible for it. Okay? So make sure that you're training. It'll be in training at home, doing dry fire practices. You can go on YouTube, go to Google, look up trainings at home you can do. Other trainings available. There's many trainings that you can do out there in the field. You can go to training classes where it'd be 5 or 6 people. If you're not comfortable with one person, maybe you want to be in a group setting, you can do group training. Just make sure you train with your firearms so you're proficient so that when you shoot your firearm, you're shooting who you're trying to shoot and not innocent bystanders. Make sure you understand what bullets to use and make sure you do your research on that and make sure that you're training so you're proficient with the firearm that you choose. All right, number 3. Be careful on which caliber you choose. There's a lot of different calibers of firearms out there. Be very careful of which caliber that you choose because there is a national ammo shortage. If you didn't know, starting in 2020, 2021, there was an ammo shortage and the ammo shortage is still going on. So in a lot of states and a lot of places, ammo is very, very hard to find. So be very wary of that when you pick your firearm. You want to pick a firearm that's a decent caliber, that has good stopping power, that has a good capacity, one that you can control easily, okay? One that's not jumping out your hand and you can't control it. You want to pick a good round. However, with this ammo shortage, you also want to pick a round that you'll be able to find ammo for just to shoot or defend yourself. Ammo is very hard to come by. There's a lot of times people are going in line, standing in line just to get ammo. They're lining up in the mornings to get ammo. They're calling around the different mom and pop gun stores trying to find ammo. People are paying 4 or 5 times the price online. So just be wary of that there's an ammo shortage and which one that you're going to choose, okay? So I said 3 tips. I know I said 3 tips, but I'm gonna add a couple of more for you guys for a bonus, okay? Make sure that when you pick your firearm, that you pick the correct holster, okay? There is no such thing as a one-fits-all holster. If a holster tells you it holds a Glock and an HK and a CZ and a Ruger and it fits all these models, that is not a good holster. It's not going to do the things you need to do. It's not going to retain your firearm properly. It's not going to be fitted properly. You have to buy a holster that is specifically made for your model from a reputable company. Okay, there's plenty of videos on YouTube about holsters. I have some on my page. There's plenty of places going online to find people that's legit holster companies. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a few examples of holsters that I have that I recommend for you guys and don't recommend. All right, the first one that I'm not going to recommend for new gun owners, just for new gun owners. This is a great holster. This is the LE Gear Cloak 3.5. It's what you call a hybrid holster. Okay, it's Kydex plastic on the front. Kydex is just basically a hardened plastic on the front and a neoprene on the back. And why don't I recommend this for new gun owners? Because it's not full Kydex. The gun, when it goes in it, this gun is unloaded for the vacuum. I've checked it many times before the video. It is unloaded firearm. The retention on this is not the same as a full Kydex. I know I'm gonna shake it, I'm gonna make it come flying out. But this gun does not really lock in. You don't hear a click. So you don't hear any click on there. So there's no active retention on there, okay? So for new gun owners, I'm not gonna recommend that one. I would recommend something like this holster, which is a Vetter Light Tuck from Vetter Holsters. This is all Kydex on both sides, okay? And you'll see the difference when I put this one in. Listen, you hear that click? It is locking that gun in. It is tight. It is not coming loose unless you really do some crazy shaking. I would recommend something like this for new gun owners, okay? And also, you want to make sure, the main thing about this, you want to make sure that that trigger guard right here, this is the trigger guard. You want to make sure that this is completely covered so that when you put this in your waist, you have no chance of something getting in there and pulling that trigger and have a negligent discharge. You don't want that, okay? Very important. Even if you go with a pocket holster, a pocket gun. This is a Ruger LCP2, very small, goes in the pocket, okay? Be very wary of this. I would choose a Kydex for the pocket also. It prints a little bit more, but once again, the trigger is covered and you cannot accidentally discharge that firearm without pulling it out. Okay, so I recommend getting Kydex holsters for new gun owners, okay? That's bonus tip. One more tip real quick. Make sure that you know your local laws, okay? You have to know your local laws. You need to know what your right is, how to defend yourself, when is it right to, illegal to shoot someone, how you should carry your firearm, what firearms are legal to carry in your state or your local municipality. Also, if you travel a lot, you want to know the laws in your connected states. If you have a license to carry permit, just because the laws in your state is one way, doesn't mean the laws in another state are the same. You need to know the laws for each state that you're traveling to if you're going to carry your firearm to that state. Be very wary of that because what's legal in your state might get you arrested in another state. All right. I hope these tips help you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. AAF, we're in the move. See you next time.